So one of the other ways that we classify triangles is based off of the sides. So when we're comparing this, we're basically comparing all three sides of the triangle and determining if any of the sides are the same. And if all three sides are the same, so if all three sides are congruent, they have an equal measurement, then we call it an equilateral triangle. If two of the sides are congruent, so if two of the sides are the same, we call it isosceles. And if none of the sides are congruent, if every side has a different size, then we call it scalene. All right. And so this is kind of what we might see when we look at these. And when you think about an equilateral triangle, really it's like a special isosceles triangle. So it's got two sides congruent, makes it isosceles. But then if it's got a third side congruent, then it's equilateral. Okay. So they're very similar in a sense. And then scalene triangles, really none of the sides are going to be the same. Okay. For example, if I look at something like these guys, I just want to classify each of these as equilateral, isosceles, or scalene. And so when I look at this first one, I compare all the sides, and I notice that two of the sides are the same. And so if two of the sides are the same, that means it's an isosceles triangle. So I'm going to call this one isosceles. If I look at the next one, I look at the three sides, I compare them, and I notice that all three sides are the same. So every side has the same measurement, so all three sides are the same. So that one is going to be equilateral. And then I look at this third one, and I look at all three sides, and I notice that all three sides have different measurements. None of the sides are the same. They're all different on this one, all right, which means this one's going to be scalene. So if all the sides are the same, it's equilateral. If two of the sides are the same, it's isosceles, and if none of the sides are the same, well, then it's scalene.